Yogee Qumaar is a filmmaker who doesn't just tell stories, he provokes conversations and sometimes confrontations around desire, morality, and the gray zones of modern relationships. His work and public persona challenge comfort, especially when it comes to how we look at love, basic instincts, and social hypocrisy in today's world. Born in 1982, Yogee Qumaar is an independent Telugu filmmaker, writer, and actor who moved from corporate life into cinema and short films before debuting as a feature director with Love You 2 in 2023. He continues that journey with much discussed projects like Aangu Repu 3, positioning himself as a bold voice rather than a mainstream, safe storyteller. Yogee gravitates towards explosive themes, casting couch, basic human instincts, power imbalance, and transactional love that many filmmakers either sanitize or avoid completely. Instead of moral policing these topics, he places them at the center of the narrative and asks the audience to sit with their discomfort, which naturally triggers criticism, debate, and backlash. His short film work, like the casting couch-based Papa, uses raw setups, confined spaces, and raw performances to strip away glamour and expose the power games beneath the film industry's surface. In Aangu Repu and its sequel, he pushes into darker territory, crime and exploitation, using genre elements not just for thrills but to question who really has agency in these situations. So when you listen to him today, don't expect a polite, polished, PR-safe director. Expect someone who will poke at your beliefs about fidelity, consent, lust, and power, and ask why we pretend to be purer than we actually are, whether you agree with him or not. His films and ideas force a confrontation with the shadows we usually hide, and that is exactly why this conversation matters.
Hi, I'm Yogee Qumaar, filmmaker and author. About 10 years back, I've started my career as a short filmmaker while being a corporate employee. After huge success while being a short filmmaker, I got a golden opportunity to direct a film with a contemporary subject, which is Love You 2 is my debut movie, and the short film, very successful short film, which has won many awards for me and brought a very good recognition. That is Aangu Repu, which means the gang next day. After the huge success of my first short film, I have made a sequel of that, Aangu Repu 2, which brought me a good opportunity to direct a feature film with Arta Sandeep in the main lead, the choreographer Arta Sandeep. That's Love You 2. It's a very contemporary subject and about complex relationships. And now I am on way to release my second feature film directly on OTT, which is Aangu Repu 3, The Gang Next Day 3.
You used to be a business analyst. Did the huge number of views, 44 million, for Aangu Repu act like data, giving you the proof you needed to leave your corporate job and direct full-time?
Actually, no. Just because I got a huge number of view count on my short film, I never wanted to quit my job and try out, making a full-time career in my movies. I always wanted to maintain this movie making career along with my job parallelly up until I would get a big path breaking opportunity. But unfortunately, and moreover, I would not suggest this to anyone, that anybody would change their career with a settled job pursuing full-time filmmaking. As much as possible, I would suggest anyone continue their career parallelly without dropping their full-time career, because as we know, the movie career is risky. Until we get a huge path-breaking opportunity, I would not suggest anyone to, especially for non-film background, who has ambition to pursue filmmaking into full-time job. I would suggest rather don't quit the job. But unfortunately, while I was doing short films and it became a huge hit, I started making another short film while being in my full-time career. But unfortunately, when I had to move to a further step into my career, further to raise my designation, I had to take a decision. Rather, I was asked to take a decision whether to stop my movie making career to pursue the next level of position, or to quit the job. So, unfortunately, I was forced to take the decision of quitting the job and pursuing filmmaking as a full time opportunity. But if I had a chance, I would not be quitting the job just because I got some 45 million views for my short film. No, that has never been the case. It was an unfortunate decision that I had to take. I never wanted to quit my job, so I was forced to quit my job. So between the both, yes, obviously filmmaking has been my priority, and I have to choose.
Your films use bold content to address serious social issues like gang violence and the casting couch. How do you make sure the shocking scenes also deliver a true social message?
I would not say it is bold content. Of course, it may be bold if you mean I showcase the reality, truth without fear, hesitation. If you feel, yes, I'm showing the truth and reality, in that case, it might look bold, but it is definitely not obscene. And I would not say bold, I would rather say mature, because I prefer doing mature content because I am a kind of filmmaker who um, want to, through my films, guide the present generation to cope up with the advancing generation, the generation who are getting way more mature in a fast pace. For every 10 years, 15 years, the generation, their ideology, their relationship phenomenon, dynamics, everything will get matured, will get evolved. Present generation or the previous generation, they will not be able to cope up with the mindsets of the new generation. My films let them transition easily, that this is the case, this is how the the new generation wants, this is how the relationships are evolving, this is how uh, this is what the reality that everybody is seeking, so that they should not be judgmental about the new generation's change in thought process. They should cope up with them. My movies stand a way mature, than dragging someone into forced morality. I choose to rather ask my audience to cope up with what the new generation is moving towards. In that way, yes, my content is a little mature.
In Love You Too, you chose to challenge traditional ideas about loyalty and marriage. Do you think your job as a director is to show life's complex realities, or should you guide the audience toward a clear, correct, moral ending?
If I have to speak about the theme, the core concept of Love You Too, yes, it is complex. It deals with uh, complex relationship, contemporary story. It might seem, on a level that it speaks about individuals' choice of getting into polyamory, choosing another love out of marriage, speaking about his desperation towards his girlfriend. But no, this concept still deals with morality, but in a new, mature way. Things are happening. Extramarital love is advancing nowadays. People are choosing another partner out of marriage. But in this phase of changing dynamics, how the married couple should cope up with each other, how the existing partner should judge them, how they're being victimized. Both partners should understand what they're feeling. If you look at my characters, Purna as a wife, I have shown how it is very hurting when she becomes a victim of a husband choosing a love partner out of marriage. I have shown the pursuer of extramarital relationship why he has to choose because of trauma, his childhood trauma, because of dysfunctional relationship with wife, because he was wanting a fresh new carer or a fresh new sense of respect what he gains from a new relationship. And again, from the Sushma point of view, the new girl which falls in love with a married man, I have justified based on her maybe her religious perspective. It is not wrong from her point of view, but it can be wrong from some other's point of view. I have dealt it with very complex emotions and morality. The film deals with loyalty, love, and relationship. Here, Surya will be loyal with two women. It doesn't mean, loyalty doesn't mean that sacrificing oneself, loyalty, I have redefined loyalty as even though he started loving the other young girl, he doesn't want to leave his wife because he wants to stay loyal, because that's the promise he has given in marriage. And when Sushma, the new girlfriend or lover, when